Good morning. Today Alexander Vince Vintage is bringing you a 1920s daily look. Now, no 1920s day look would be complete without the shoes. So we have a nice pair of sensible ladies walking out shoes for their daytime, with the cutouts, the elongated toe, and a good block heel, but with a little bit of shape to it. Now, these shoes are very special because they're nearly 100 years old. They are from 1926, and there are adverts available which still show the original shoe on them. These are Selberite Arch Preserver shoes. It's labelled inside. Okay, so these shoes were patented. The Arch Preserver shoe was patented in the early 20s, and there were three key features to this shoe. They had a steel arch support down the middle, so they weren't going to bow and bend. They were also, and that was like a steel bridge. And then they also had padded metatarsal supports to protect the ball of the foot. And they also had a flat inner sole. Now, these shoes were made in London at Regent Arcade House in the Soul Arch Preserver shop, factory shop, in London W1. And these particular pair, I show you, take the shoe off again, other foot this time, because on this foot it tells you where it was retailed. Inside it has a stamp for J. Parnell in Ipswich. Now, this is quite special for me because I am an Ipswich girl. So having a shoe made in London and then retailed in Ipswich is quite special for me. Now, J. Parnell has a long history of shoe shops in Ipswich, and they were at number 20 in the Butter Market. And there is an advert from, I believe, 1934 saying that they were like a recommended retailer, recommended fitter of the Arch Preserver shoe. So that's quite a nice bit of social history. And the J. Parnell shop was still going, and I've seen a photograph of it in the 1960s. So it was a long, illustrious line of being a reputable retailer in our area. Okay, so the shoes are done really. They're extremely comfortable. I will absolutely testify to that. They are very much a walking shoe. They're not an evening shoe. They wouldn't have been worn with a fancy dress because they are very plain. They have a matte glacé leather finish, and they're not got the Louis heel or the little fine straps, and then they're not made of anything like silk or fine kid leather. They are definitely a serviceable day shoe to go with what I'm wearing, a serviceable day outfit. Now, moving on to the favourite bit for me, the jewellery. So this bracelet is made of Pekin glass, and it has diamantes in between the spacings. Now, Pekin glass was a very special material made to emulate and simulate jade, which was extremely popular in the time of the Deco period. Jade was expensive. The Pekin glass was a cheaper alternative. Now, Peking glass was mainly made in Czechoslovakia, and what they did was they layered up glass in sort of straight layers and then carved through it to get the jade effect. And they used different colour variations to make it look like the natural jade effect. This necklace is also Peking glass, and it's even got little hints of blue in it and little swirls and twirls. So again, it looks from a distance like a piece of jade in a bead. This necklace is all hand knotted on silk. These are carnelian stones, another very popular choice for an Art Deco lady. And this ring is a cabochon, carnelian, set in silver. And then it's got marcasite stones made of iron pyrites down the sides. Now this ring is the only piece of fine jewellery from the 20s that I'm wearing. This is an Art Deco ring, and it's 18 karat gold with, I believe it's 9 diamonds, old cut diamonds in the top. This one is also 1920s. It's silver and very small cut emeralds, but it's quite a pretty little stone. This is a piece of paste stone jewellery from the 20s, very blingy, sparkly. It's adjustable, and it's a typical, perhaps more of an evening look, really, but I like a bit of sparkle. And then this one is very pretty as well, sort of a typical deco fan shape in silver, and this one has got the marcasites in it as well. And my watch is a 1920s day watch with a gold plated buckle and gold face and a lovely domed glass top, which you can see here. And then my brooch is a marcasite and sterling silver, and this has a date stamp of 1926, so it is contemporary with the shoes. The earrings, which you can only just see, they are also Peking glass, and they've been mounted into sterling silver. And then in my hair, we have 3 Art Deco celluloid faux tortoiseshell hair combs. We've got the plain one here with the double hoop. We've got a little fancy filigree like shape with diamante, and then this one here, nice oval with the paste stones in it as well. Then we come to the dress. The dress is a typical day dress. It has long sleeves with a gusset inside. It's tabard style overdress, but it's attached to the underdress for modesty's sake. And it's got this lovely loopy sort of sotache detail around it. It's got faux pockets, little emblem at the front with tassels, another popular feature of the era. And the back has also got the skirt, which is weighted by these lovely heavy bits of embroidery, and there is actually a metal weight inside there to make it hang nicely and away from the body, so it's extremely flattering. And it's done up with a lot of tiny press studs. There are tiny press studs all down the sleeve, and I won't show you, but all down the front, holding it to the body, right the way across the neck for modesty's sake. In the 20s, a zip was considered to be immodest because they were known to malfunction. So you didn't want any showing of flesh, although they were allowed to show an ankle now, which they hadn't been allowed to do before because it was supposedly going to turn a man's head to see an ankle. Now, I don't know, personally, it's not my thing, an ankle, but, you know, it was quite risque in those days, and the young ladies of the 20s were the forerunners of the heightening of the skirt. Okay, so I think that's all for today. There will be more. Watch my next video and subscribe, and you'll see perhaps some more 20s stuff. I've also got a collection of other things, so who knows what's coming next. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.